So basically, we kind of broke down the challenge and saw kind of what we were interested in. And for me, one of the most interesting words on that was environmental. So basically, we chose a more specific challenge of creating a car sharing service that is so good that lone car drivers would get out of their car and use our service instead, which is quite a high barrier if you consider how convenient it is to roll out of bed in the morning into your car. So basically, obviously there's some similarities there with hitchhiking, with car sharing, existing car sharing websites like carshare.com. So we kind of brainstormed what's wrong with those, why are they not working, why are there still loads of cars on the road with only one person in them. So traditional car sharing websites tend to kind of tie you into a specific time. So you say, right, I drive to work at 7:30 every day to this place, and I drive home at 5 o'clock every day. And if that ever changes, it kind of causes problems. And somebody has to wait for somebody, or if your driver goes home and leaves you in the office, then let's know if you have a sleeping bag. Hitchhiking, much more convenient for the driver because they just drive and then they go, oh, it's a hitchhiker. What usually happens in Britain is they go, oh, that's the hitchhiker, I haven't seen one of them for years. And they carry on driving. Meanwhile, the hitchhiker is sort of standing there for hours in the rain, getting cold and tired and bored and generally wondering why they bother. In this country, in other countries it's kind of different, there's a different social norm. So basically, our pitch is a service that is flexible, that is more spontaneous than car sharing, yet more comfortable for the rider and more comfortable for the rider than hitchhiking and standing beside the road. We have a community of lovely, friendly people who want to share their car, who want to share their ride. A little bit like couchsurfing, kind of you can share your home with people, you get those wonderful positive interactions, and that's why it's awesome. Cool.
Do you want to tell us just a little bit of how it works?
Yeah, so roughly, obviously a car driver will signal their intention to drive somewhere. Somehow, that may be even non-interactive. I know there's been some research work done on predicting where people are going to drive just based on their GPS tracks from like the first part of their journey. So if you come out of your drive and turn right, you're probably going to work. It can be almost as quick as that. Or some really simple system for like, okay, I am going to work now. Broadcast my journey. Other people obviously signal their intentions, and the website then alerts people to any kind of match. And there's some kind of negotiation phase of like, yeah, I'll pay you £2 if you take me or whatever. So you don't have that kind of awkward situation of the rider having to say, do you want any money for petrol? And the driver's sort of saying, well, don't worry about it. Okay. Cool. While the cameras are getting ready. So we're Team One. As we said earlier, we're basically looking at a way to encourage people to car share. Basically making car share that is so flexible, so fun and so convenient that people will actually leave their cars at home and do this instead. Obviously our kind of motivation for doing this is environmental, and we imagine that will be a motivator for some other people as well. But the key motivation we're really tying into is a social one. Is much in the same way as a couchsurfing website. You might have heard of that, where people come and stay with you, or you go and stay with other people. It's a very kind of international thing. Ours is a bit like that, the same kind of benefits, that you're meeting new people, but on a much more local level, because they're either living near you or they're working near you. They're in your local region. Andre was very sceptical of this idea until we mentioned that there could be some small financial incentive as well.
I was skeptical about the fact that you have to commute, every day, and you just have to get up and go to work. Don't enjoy it particularly, you just have to do it. And the application or the system or whatever it is, it should just serve for you with minimal distraction and minimal effort. And this was I was a bit skeptical about.
Absolutely. So we really thought about, through the whole design of the system, how can we make it as simple and as convenient as possible? Because let's face it, just going down your drive and getting into your car is going to be the most convenient option. So essentially, we're going to do a quick role play of how that works. Which we are. Shall I hand over to the narrator?
It's a misty November morning in the Oxfordshire countryside. Ollie and Jonathan have both previously signed up to car surfing. They've plotted their route and added their interests. Ollie drives a red Civic and likes photography.
It's time for work. I wonder if anyone is going my way. We'll just check car surfing check. Seems not at the moment. I'll just drive. Oh, time for work, yeah. Where's my keys? Oh, there's my car keys. Oh, I should check the car sharing website, see if anyone's going the same way as me. Work. I wouldn't fall over in real life. Oh look, there's some guy called Ollie who's going the same way as me. Oh, got 3 positive comments. Interested in photography as well, that's cool. We can talk about that. Yeah, I'll just give him a call.
Cool. Hello, please wait while I connect your call. Hello, this is a car surfing request. This user has 10 positive comments and 0 negative comments. Connecting you now.
Hello? Oh hi, is that Ollie? It is. Oh, are you going through Clanfield this morning on the way to Whitney?
Yeah.
I was just wondering if I could get a lift. Are you on the way already?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay, like, how long will you be?
10 minutes?
Okay, let's meet at the post office. You know the post office?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay, that's great.
Cool, I'll see you in 10 minutes later.
Just in time. Oh, it's a red Honda Civic. That must be Ollie. Hi, Ollie. I'm letting you on this side, otherwise I'd be driving.
Carjacking.
Yeah, I got a Nikon camera. 1 hour later.
1 hour later, Ollie arrives at work after dropping Jonathan off.
Jonathan was a nice bloke. I'll just add a positive comment on the website.
Oh, Ollie was a nice bloke, but his driving was really terrible. Just write a comment on the car surfing website.
As you can see, this was very convenient, very easy, better than car sharing at the moment, and less hassle than hitchhiking. This is why we think it would be a great app, and that's how we would do it as well. So, yeah, that's all, folks. Questions?
In your scenario, how do you get home?
Yeah,
Do the same.
yeah, we'll do the same again and hope that somebody is driving back. And if they won't, probably get a taxi or something.
In your initial presentation, you mentioned about the discomfort of having to ask someone for money, and have you considered how you're going to deal with that further?
Yeah, we've thought that in the app, which we forgot to put in the app, that you could have suggested payments. So if you know, like, the app can work out you're travelling 10 miles, so it can say for 10 miles pay them £3, that'll help with petrol. It suggests it, obviously there's no obligation to give it, but as
But
it's
they
a
would
community...
they would both know that that's a suggested
Yes,
payment.
yes. And no obligation, but obviously with a community and the way it works, normally people are very friendly to do that. They'd get a negative rating otherwise, and the phone call or the site would say that. So you don't want that, so you cough up the money.
Any more questions?
Is there any potential awkwardness for negatively rating people that you might run into again?
Yeah, that is a real issue. Obviously, you'd have a username, so if you see somebody come up in the list who you've shared with before and you had a kind of slightly negative experience with, then you probably wouldn't, you know, there's a okay, I'll drive it, actually I'll drive anyway button. So you don't have to take a lift.
Like I'm wondering whether it could be anonymous or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically, it is a problem that all websites with kind of reputation system have. I mean, even Couchsurfing, I find sometimes I get guests, we get onto the topic of, did you ever have a problem? And they say, well, yeah, actually once. Did you leave a negative comment? Well, no, because it was kind of difficult.
With Couchsurfing, I think there's a thing where you can anonymously say whether it's positive, negative, or neutral. So.
Yeah.
So that would work.
Who's going next?
We have a random.
Yeah, it's number 8, group 8.
So you made.
Please, make your way.